Hello friends. Welcome back to my creations. Let's check out what we will create today. So we are now in After Effects. Create a new composition. Let's call it Stylish Opener. As always, I'm using 1920 by 1080 resolution and frame rate of 30 and keeping the duration to 8 seconds. You are free to choose your own settings. Now you need to import your own videos which you want to use in your YouTube intro. For this tutorial I had already downloaded some stock footages as you can see. So first you need to import your first video into the timeline. Now pre-compose this layer. Name it to Video Holder 1, and select the Move All Attributes option. Come back to our main comp, take a copy of Video Holder 1 comp and drag it to the timeline. Now open this comp, and drag here your second video. Make sure to adjust this video size. Come back to our main comp. Now deselect all layers and draw a shape like I'm doing here. Open the Rectangle 1 option. Inside Rectangle Path 1 change the size to 3000. Keep the fill color on, and stroke color off, and the anchor point should be in center. Open Rotation, and change value to 45. Now come to 15th frame, open Position, change X value to -2235 and Y value to 850. And set a key here. Now go to 25th frame, and change X value to -1010. Go 2 frames forward and add a key here. Come to 1.02 second, and change X value to 795 so that will cover the whole screen. Select all keys and ease them, open the graph editor, and set the curves like I'm doing here. Now we will use Track Matte option. If your Track Matte option is not visible, so you can use this bottom toggle switch. Now you can select Alpha Matte, play and check your animation. Cool. Now we will create strokes around the video comp. For that, select the shape layer, and take a copy of this layer. Make the layer visible. Change the fill color to none and stroke color to white. Set stroke size to 50, and we got our cool stroke lines. Looks good to me. Now copy the Video Holder 2 comp, and drag it into the timeline. Open this comp and delete all the layers. Import your third video here and adjust the scaling according to your need. Come back to main comp. Deselect all layers and draw a shape like I'm doing here. Go inside Shape Properties and change size to 600. Change fill color to any color and keep stroke to none. Open Rotation and change value to 45. Now open Position. Change X value to 1119 and Y value to 1546. Come to 1.16 second, and start both the layers from here. Now place a position key in the shape layer. Go to 2 second, change Y value to 966. Select both keys and ease them, open the graph editor, and set the curves like I'm doing here. Select Video Holder 3 layer and set Track Matte to Alpha Matte. This looks good to me. Now for creating stroke, copy the shape layer and make it visible. Change the fill color to none and stroke color to white, and stroke size will remain 50 in all the steps. If your video is not looking proper, so for that you can go inside comp and change the position and scaling values like I'm doing here. Play and check your animation if you are satisfied with the result. Now we will create black bars around the composition. Right click and take a solid of black color. And keep it above all layers. Search for CC Jaws effect and apply it on the layer. Change completion value to 75. And height to 0. Now take a copy of Video Holder 3 comp and drag it below the top layer. Open this comp and delete all the layers. Import your fourth video here and adjust the scaling according to your need. Start the layer from where the previous layer key ends. Deselect all layers and draw a shape like I'm doing here. Change fill color to any color and keep stroke to none, just like we did previously. Place this layer below the top layer. Go inside Shape Properties and change size to 2000. Open Rotation and change value to 45. Open Position, change X value to 3274, and Y value to -203.5, and set a key here. Go 14 frames forward and change X value to 2534, and Y value to 540.5. Select both keys and ease them. Open the graph editor, and set the curves like I'm doing here. Select Video Holder 4 layer and set Track Matte to Alpha Matte. Now copy the shape layer and make it visible. Change the fill color to none and stroke color to white. And you can do little bit position and scaling for adjusting video. Play and check your animation. Looks good to me. Again, take a copy of Video Holder 4 comp and drag it below the top layer. Open this comp and delete all the layers. Import your fifth video here and adjust the scaling according to your need. Start the layer from where the previous layer key ends. Now select the previous holder shape layer and copy it. Keep this layer above Holder 5 layer, and start the layer from where the holder layer is starting. Delete keyframes from this layer, and make it visible. Change X value to -1663.3, and Y value to -228.7, and set a key here. Go 14 frames forward and change X value to -596.3, and Y value to 843.3. Select both keys and ease them. Open the graph editor, and set the curves like I'm doing here. Select Video Holder 5 layer and set Track Matte to Alpha Matte. From here, I will fast forward the stroke part because the process is same for making stroke. Play and check your animation. Now, take a copy of Video Holder 5 comp and drag it below the top layer. Open this comp and delete all the layers. Import your sixth video here and adjust the scaling according to your need. Start the layer from where the previous layer key ends. Now select the previous holder shape layer and copy it. Keep this layer above Holder 6 layer, and start the layer with Holder comp. Delete keyframes from this layer, and make it visible. Now we need to place the anchor point to bottom corner. For that, isolate the layer first, select Anchor Point tool and snap it to bottom corner. Turn off the isolation option. Change X value to 817.5, and Y value to 842.5. Open Rotation, and set a key here. Go 14 frames forward and drag the key here. Come back to starting frame and change value to -45. Set Track Matte to Alpha Matte in Video Holder 6 layer. From here I'm fast forwarding this video holder making process because the process is same for every time. Just you need to make video holders and animate it in different way. If you want to skip this part, start video from 10 minutes. Now, create new adjustment layer and keep it below first layer. Search for curves effect and apply it on the layer. Open last shape layer keys and set a key on ending key. Go 6 frames forward and set the curves like I'm doing here. Open keys and ease them. Open the graph editor, and set the curves like I'm doing here. Now take a new solid layer of white color. And start this layer from the starting key of adjustment layer. Open opacity. And change value to 0. Go to the ending key and set value to 100. Same we will ease keys and set the curves like I'm doing here in graph editor. Now come to 5.5 seconds and select bars layer, set a key in completion. Go to 5.11 seconds. And change completion value to 100. Select both keys and ease them. Open the graph editor, and set the curves like I'm doing here. Play and check your animation. Cool. Now, we will add our channel profile picture and name. Create a circle like I'm doing here. Change fill color to red. And stroke color to none. Open layer properties, go to ellipse path 1 option and change value to 220. Start the layer from 5.7 seconds, open position and add a key here. Change X value to 2048.5 and Y value to 563.8. Now go to 5.19 seconds and change X value to 672.4. Now use this toggle button to switch mode, and turn on motion blur option in this layer. Select both keys and ease them. Open the graph editor, and set the curves like I'm doing here. Now drag your profile picture in the timeline, and change scale accordingly. Now place the shape layer above profile layer, select profile layer and pre-compose it, and name it image holder. Come back to our main comp. We can close the comps which are not required now. Select shape layer and copy it, and paste it inside image holder layer. Start the layer from the beginning of the timeline. Remove keys from this layer. And change track matte to alpha matte. Now come back to our main comp. Place image holder layer above shape layer. Select shape layer and copy it. Go to the last key and delete keys from this shape layer. Add a key at the ending key of bottom shape layer. Go 4 frames forward and add a key here. Come back to the beginning key, and change X value to 912.4. Start the shape layer and image holder layer from starting key. Place the image holder below shape layer, and change track matte to alpha matte. Now add stroke effect in image holder layer. Open stroke options, and change size to 5. Cool. Now add name of your channel. You are free to choose font color, font style and font size of your choice. Place the font position like I'm doing here. Now create a shape of font size like I'm doing here. Hide the shape and check from where you need to animate the mask shape. Open position and add a key from where the circle shape starts crossing font. You can change color if you want for better understanding. Now animate the position of the shape with the circle shape like I'm doing here. Change the track matte to alpha matte of text layer. Turn on motion blur of the shape layer. And check if your masking is looking proper with circle shape or not. Here I need to animate this 1 frame. Looks good to me. Now we will draw one line, So select the pen tool and start drawing. Before starting, make sure to turn on stroke color, and turn off fill color. Change stroke width to 70. And start drawing as you like. Don't worry if you are not good in drawing, you can adjust your shape after drawing as well. Now add trim path effect in stroke layer. Go to 5.9 seconds. Open properties and add a key to end, change value to 0. Go forward to 6.9 seconds, change end to 100. Select both keys and ease them. Open stroke 1 option. And change line cap to round cap. Turn on motion blur of the shape layer. Now search for gradient ramp effect and apply it on the shape layer. Change both the start and end color accordingly, and place the ramp points like I'm doing here. If you want, you can swap the colors. You can always modify your shape by selecting path option in properties. Looking cool. Minimize the shape layer, and take a copy of this layer. Select bottom shape layer, search for fast box blur effect and apply it on this layer. Now change the blur radius to 70. And we are done with this tutorial. If you find this video helpful, then consider liking and subscribe. I will see you guys in the next video. Until then, sayonara.